So exactly a month and a half ago on the Indian Scale Modelers Facebook page, they had initiated a Navy group build. The basic theme being naval aircraft from any country in any scale, fixed or rotor wing, with a timeline lasting up to 30th of April 2025. So I decided to go ahead with the building of a diorama, and for that I began with the F-5. And now you may be wondering, well, why an F-5? That's not a Navy plane. And my idea here was to build the diorama scene of the first dogfight from Top Gun 1986, where Maverick and Goose are flying their F-14 Tomcat, and they sort of get into this dogfight with MiG-28s, and the scene kind of culminates with Maverick not being able to shoot them down with missiles, so he just goes inverted right on top of the F-5, aka MiG-28. And that was the diorama I had in mind, and that's the reason why I chose to build the F-5. Now, I did not have a kit of the F-5, and so I simply went straight to the drawing board and began scratch building the F-5 with foam board. And here you can see that the model has come out exactly in 1/144 scale. I've shaped the entire foam board, the wings and all the surfaces. The final step was, of course, to paint it because this F-5 in the movie is all black with just the exhausts painted silver. So that's what I did, and I also scratch built these Sidewinder missiles. Basically, I used stretch sprue for the main body of the missile, and I used cardstock to build the wing surfaces of the missiles. With that done, I then moved to the construction of the F-14 Tomcat, and I chose the Academy 1/144 scale kit for this. I cut off the basic wings and fuselage parts of the sprues. Just a little bit of flash cleanup was required. Now here you can see me attaching the left and right wings together, and these wings basically fixed together in this gear interlocking mechanism. This mechanism kind of helps them to swing together, although the problem that I faced with this kit is that the wings don't fully sweep back to the 80 degrees angle, and so I had to either leave it fully open or at a midsection close angle. Then I moved on to the construction of the nose assembly, and this is also a pretty straightforward assembly. There is no cockpit detail in here, and I decided to leave it as is. And now when you try to fit the nose to the rest of the body, there is a very weird angle on which the nose section actually aligns. So I had to fix that. The only way to fix that alignment was to cut off this locator pin at the back of the nose section, sanded it off with a 150 grit sanding stick, and once everything was smooth and fine, I then attached the nose section to the rest of the fuselage with my glue of choice, that is Fevikwik cyanoacrylate super glue. Now you can see that there are gaps that are left on the underside, and those are the only gaps you will need to address with filler. But overall, the assembly of the model was absolutely great. Not much qualms out here. I drilled in 2 holes into the exhaust nozzles because that is where I'm going to mount my F-14. Now I noticed that in the movie the F-14 actually carries 2 AIM-7 Sparrows and 2 Sidewinders. Now the Academy kit does not give you the correct pylons for these, and so I had scratch built those pylons using plastic card. I then primed the F-14 in black and then began painting this squiggling pattern with Fevicryl white. I noticed that the F-14 Tomcat that Maverick and Goose fly is a pretty weathered aircraft, and there's a lot of fading on the surfaces of that F-14. And so to showcase that fading, I used this squiggling pattern, and then I moved to the main base coat, which is the IAF gray blue, and this gray is the exact match for the F-14 that Maverick and Goose fly. Now I've noticed in a lot of pictures and videos that there is quite a bit of difference in the shades of gray on the F-14s, but this came closest to the paint on Maverick's Tomcat. The exhausts were then detailed with this new set of Granatone Venezia Metallica paints. These are acrylic metallic paints with a lot of sheen in them. I detailed the rear section of the exhausts. Of course, with a little bit of weathering, this will get toned down later on. And finally, I moved on to the decals phase, or the decaling phase. All the decals were printed at home because the Academy kit comes with a different set of decals. And my main idea was to depict Maverick's Tomcat from the movie. This is number 114 from VF1 Wolfpack's Squadron. So I was able to print the call signs Maverick and Goose in that really ultra small font size. However, the pilot names like Lieutenant Pete Mitchell and Lieutenant JG Nick Bradshaw were too long, and basically the canopy frame wouldn't be able to accommodate them, so I just did away with them. And must I say, is this your idea of fun, Mav? Well, that certainly would have been Maverick's idea of fun, going inverted over that MiG-28, but my idea of fun was building this diorama, and I can say that it is now complete. At the outset, I wasn't sure how I would achieve this particular diorama look, but it's a great feeling to see the vision turn into reality as I realized the entire thing coming together. The base was also designed using MDF board, some thermocol, and some sunboard. I printed the Top Gun badge, and this is what I call my diorama because I was inverted. As you can see, a couple of things were scratch built in the F-14 Tomcat. That is the Sidewinder missiles, and of course the two drop tanks under the air intakes, plus also the gun camera housing under the nose of the Tomcat. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up. Do consider subscribing to the channel, and don't forget to comment how you liked the entire diorama. I will see you again in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.